Put your hands on it. Come on. Everybody just clap one time. Just clap one time. Just clap one time. Give it up for the queen, Shirley Caesar. Hallelujah. Come on, say it. Tell it out, say it. I know the truth. Oh, you've been telling lies. Yes, you have. I know the truth. I know that you've been telling lies. I know the truth. Oh, I've been delivered. I've been delivered. Something about sin. Something about you. I've been forgiven. So you ain't got nothing on me. They call me Chris, but my name is Tony. And I'm with Shirley. Don't want me to break it down to you. She got something like 46 grams from the Cali to Miami. Got the game on lock. 1-2 step with the clown walk. Mixed with the church clothes. Stomp 3 times. I know the truth. Oh, you've been telling lies. Yeah, I know the truth. I know the truth. Oh, I've been delivered. Something about sin. I've been forgiven. So you ain't got nothing on me. 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 Been telling this life. I know it's true. And I know the truth. I know the truth. And I know the truth. Said I know the truth. Said I know if you know the truth. I know the truth. I know the truth. I know the truth. I know the truth. I'm a little bit loud. I'm a little bit loud.
Yes, you know it's on. How y'all doing today? So I'm trying to get my little snack in. Talk amongst yourself. So I got him my plate too bad. She gonna show her face again. Dream with Bream, I tried to talk out of it. Okay, yeah, I know they're gonna cook you. So, Sharon, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right. I tried to do this to honor you transcript because I know you wanted me to cover my face. I can barely hear myself. So if I don't sound right.
Off now because you insulted 2 times.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, well, there we go. I didn't know. I didn't know. I know I had it down, but I didn't know that like it actually. I know it was sitting like on the bed where I'm at, but I didn't know it had like picked it up. Mm-hmm. And the only reason I decided to do so was, well, for a couple of reasons. And I know I saw a few people saying, don't do it, but it's a reason.
I tried.
Again, I saw you dream. She was one like, don't do it. I saw, but it's a method behind this madness. It really is. First and foremost, I'm not letting y'all see my bald spots. That's why I have my scarf on my head wrap that I wear every day to chemo, every day around the house. Even when I'm at home, I cannot stand looking at my bald, patchy head. So that's why I got that on. But I wanted to get this part out immediately because I know it's a whole bunch of people right now that's still up, they on their panels, all this other kind of stuff. I'm not a content creator. I never have been. I was someone who just gave an opinion like everybody else. I was someone who gave an opinion, got involved, pulled back, got involved again, pulled back. And even when I said, leave me alone, when my attorney, not a public defender, but an actual attorney, sent cease and desist to say, stop saying her name, leave her alone, you didn't want to follow that. Today was the second time I heard my name brought up. The first time I heard my name on another person's channel, they were playing my audio. I wasn't going to say anything to this person because I'm like, you know what? I said the first time I'm going to let it go. I said, I'm going to let it go. I'm like, cause that's just, I was in that shit. I get it. I'm going to let it go. But today, yes, was malicious. Oh, she filed another report. Do you know your stupid ass can get now? You can, you can be fucked up for stalking too. I hope you understand that, because once again, I'm not a content creator. My shit ain't out here. My shit ain't you can't just be trying to dive in my shit, whatever. No, I can actually sue you. I don't have to sit there and talk like your friend do. I can actually do the process. Which brings me back to what he was telling her, because apparently she didn't hear it. So let me go ahead and repeat it for you, just like I repeated it a couple of nights ago, just like I said it in chat earlier. I'm gonna repeat it for you again. Case number 807-398-2023. Detective Chad is who is assigned to my case. His badge number is 7803. Where he can be reached, 214-670-4415. Again, if you try calling him, trying to contact him, anything about me, you won't find out. And he gonna let me know. Since you want to say, oh, well, she did this. No, it's not no, she did this. That information has already been assigned to the DA's office. Only thing I'm waiting on is, like I said in the live a couple of nights ago, I'm waiting on clearance from my oncology team to see if I can go back to Dallas. This was not something that was supposed to go this far. And I backed away. I backed away twice. I gave y'all 3 chances. I gave you 3 chances so that I can focus on me. Yeah, and if you can look in my mouth and see, as you see, no, I have no teeth. See that? None. You want to see the sores in my mouth from chemo? Oh, as a matter of fact, let me show y'all that. Yeah. This is what, when you go through chemo, this is what you have. It's called a port scar. Can you see it? There's my port. Can you see that? When you have breast cancer and you have a lumpectomy, this is what some of the scars that you get on your body.
Hey, Shana. Shana, I can hear your background. So I don't know if you're in a room by yourself or it's a TV. So I muted you. So no one could hear it. Is that your mama? Or a coworker?
No, that was my daughter. My oldest that came
Okay.
in. She saw I was getting kind of upset. So I told her, give me a little bit.
Okay.
Again, I tried my best. I did what people, I took suggestions like, look, Shana, just go get your chemo. You know, like I said, go get your chemo. Go get, go do what you need to do. Everything like that. Did it freeze? Did it freeze? Oh, there you go. I tried to.
Your daughter is really loud.
Huh?
Your daughter is really loud.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me go into another room.
And
Hold on.
FYI, this is her oldest daughter. She has other children that are minors.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. A little darker in here.
Okay, now I can hear her again.
How? She's not in here.
Do you have a TV on?
No, I'm literally just in a room, a silent room. Hold on. Yeah, I'm in a silent room. See? Is it still there? Can you still hear it? I can't.
Do you have
Can you
another
hear it?
website or something? Do you have another YouTube thing open?
Hold on a second. No, I don't know. It's nothing open on my phone, nothing like that.
I hear something saying bye. Shoot. I'm gonna go take a nap real quick.
No, that's not me. I don't know who that is.
Someone said, "Oh, I need a nap." Woo.
Yeah, that's not me.
That's not you. That ain't me either.
No, that's not me. It is literally dead silent where I'm at right now. That's not me.
Okay, can you go out and come back in?
Yeah, I'll be
That
right
is
back.
really
I'll be right back.
weird.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go out and come back in. Yeah, I'm so sorry. That was me. That was me. I didn't know that I had a whole nother tab open. And it was a TikTok. I was like, wait a minute. Like, why am I hearing this? I'm so sorry. Oh Lord. Y'all can't hear no more, right? Hey, Tata P. I'm sorry, Shana. Girl, that was me.
Oh,
I
okay,
had
what
a
about
whole
now?
other tab open.
See, that was
That was
you,
me.
girl.
I'm
You,
sorry.
girl, you didn't make me leave out my girl.
I'm so sorry. That was me. I'm like, why do I still hear it? I took myself out the
Yeah,
system and everything.
that's what I'm sitting there like, what is she talking about? I'm
You
like,
want me
that
to
is
air?
not
It was me,
me,
y'all. It was me. It was me. I'm sorry.
girl. That's what I'm
I
sitting
had
there
a
like,
tab open. It was a TikTok. I was like, why is my TikTok open?
oh my God, girl, I'm sitting there like, that is not me.
I'm
That's
so
not
sorry.
me. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. But no,
Hey, Sherry
um,
Cooper. So people who have arrived. This is Shannon Lewis that Jaguar has been talking about. I can't make a phone call with your iPad. Oh my goodness. For the last several months. And again, she said her name today on another content creator's channel. So go ahead.
so, oh, I was gonna say, so I can't do any more asking y'all to leave me alone and to stop, because it's apparent you won't. So that's why now I have to go the legal route again. I'm not using nothing. The only thing state funded I'm using is to help get my doxycycline. That's it. I have to pay out of pocket for an attorney. I'm not using legal aid, none of that. I pay out of pocket for it. And before I got on here with Let Me See a Transcript, I had to call Detective Chad because I'm like, hey, listen, I'm a little bit upset, but I need to ask you a question. So when I asked him, I'm like, can that now be considered, if I wanted to move forward with that, could that now be considered, And he was like, it can be, because what's the point of him even talking about you? He was like, it'll be different if like you post videos every day and you talk about your life, stuff like that. My life is not up for a commentary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know I made it to be such back then, a few months ago, but then when I pull back, you still want to keep throwing me out there. You still want to, I pull back again, you still want to throw me out there. So now I have to do what I pulled away from the first two times. And I'm not doing that again. It's right now only Jacqueline is involved. I'm not trying to put extra people into this. If I have to, I will. If you receive a cease and desist and it is from my attorney and you still continue to go on about it, the next time it won't be a cease and desist. It'll be what now she has. And it's not just a report. No, that's at the DA's office. They're just waiting on me to get my clearance. As if my oncologist says, yeah, you can travel to Dallas, then I call Detective Chad and say, okay, listen, they said I can travel. When can we get into court? Because I don't want to be there too long. I don't know if you all can see it, but I'm not a well woman. Not by chance. This literally, other than like family, nobody has seen me without my teeth. Nobody has. I don't have dentures and nothing like that. I can't get them because I'm still in treatment. If I open my mouth.
Dr. Blue, respectfully, can you please just let her talk and listen, and we'll give time for questions later.
I'm not even looking at the chat. So, like I said, yeah, I'm not even looking at the chat. So I'm just
okay. Tata P. She's actually has been quiet for a very long time, and they keep mentioning her name. So,
and what nobody understands is it's not on. It's triggering and it's upsetting because you go. I done already left that shit alone. Why are y'all still? Why? What's your relevance? Like, what's the relevance in talking about me? What's the relevance? What's your relevance in continuing to say, oh, now she's this person, now she's that? I don't even know who that woman, mama. I don't even know who she is. I heard her a couple of times on somebody's panel, whatever. I have no clue who she is. And you keep saying I'm somebody I'm not. I don't appreciate that shit. That's not me. But the reason, it's like nobody. It's like you keep giving out things. You keep wanting to be heard, but then when nobody listens until the last minute, this is that last minute. Because see, somebody then came into transcript chat from that other content creator side, went back to him. I mean, because the way he stated it, he like, yeah, you see, she done tied another report on you, girl. That's why I was like, oh, you want to be flip about it too. I
did show it in my last live.
Well, I'm just saying.
I did show it in my last live.
You say no? I thought it was members only.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, I saw the one that was like 2 or 3 nights ago.
Yeah.
But I didn't show the you mentioned the case number 2 or 3 nights ago, but I actually put it on my community wall. I said, hey, this is the edited one, and I said the unedited one is for my members only. And then in my last live, I did like right after I came from the endocrinologist, I put up this one. So either he was there or he saw it or someone sent it to him, which is fine. So this is what he was referencing. And he said, oh, have you heard she's because actually Jag mentioned her name. And then he said, oh, she filled out another police report against you. So, but then she started saying, oh, I'm going to sue Danny Robinson, Income Opinion, Trees, and Mama Lisa, who's really Sharon Lewis.
And I have nothing, nothing against those ladies. I have nothing to do with them women. They have nothing to do with me. That's why I'm like, wait a minute, how you loop me in with them? Just because, Jackie, just because you have issues with them, and now apparently you still have an issue with me, because I don't know, maybe the DA's office has been in contact with you, because they know where you stay. I know where you are. That's information that I have to have. What?
You mean the hotel they stay at?
I'm not. Come on, girl. I'm not gonna tell that. But in order for her to be notified that she has charges, that she's about to have charges pending, like I said, you see how it was explained to me when I first did this process. You could file a police report all day long, just like what I went through with my ex-husband, my abusive husband. You could file a report. It's when you get to detectives and they open their investigation, and then they say, okay, do you want to go ahead and move forward with charges? Yes. That's when the shit goes to the DA's office. You can file 30 reports on somebody. It's until when that detective that's assigned to your case contacts you and they say, hey, you filed this report. What do you want to do with it? And you can say, you know what, I changed my mind or whatever. Look, hell, even if she had gotten arrested and they like, okay, we got to hear, do you want to go ahead and press the charges? We got to hear. That's what the people that are in those domestic violence situations, when the guy gets arrested, they end up being let out because their victim doesn't want to press charges. It's a process. You don't just file a police report and boom, it pops up automatically. That's not how it works. What will pop up is when the DA office is like, okay, cool. Then she gets assigned another court date, one that I have to attend. Because as you all know, you have the right to face your accuser. Y'all know that.
Yeah.
Or if you didn't know, in the court of law, you have the legal right to face your accuser. Mm-hmm. I'm doing it now. And then if I have to go back to Dallas, I'll do it then. I know information about her affiliate, acquaintances, affiliates, all that. Because I've decided to go forward and say, yes, I want to press formal charges. Then at that point, the detective was like, okay, well, let me do a little bit of my investigation. Let me pull up the other reports you had. Let me go through evidence, yada, yada, yada. Okay, cool. So he went all the way back, all the way to the beginning. Even when I was like, okay, listen, he was like, okay, we get that, it was an antagonizing thing, but she didn't, there's nothing in here about you. Yeah, you can run my shit. My background is squeaky clean. My shit is bleach clean. They're like, okay, we just got to make sure, nothing came up on you. Like, no, okay, you good. Like, well, if that was the case, and I was like, well, then here came the whole cavalcade of, oh, damn, well, she just got out. He called me back 10 minutes later. She was just released from loose there. Yes, I know. She went on the internet, told everybody. It's not like, it's not like it's rocket science. And then the fact that you are putting my name in print, you're literally typing my shit. The reason I'm telling you this is because I'm trying to help your stupid ass. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm trying to help your dumb ass. Because there is still like 5% of me. Like I said, there is still like 5% of me that's like, you know what? That woman is unwell. I know that woman's sick. But then here come my guardian angel, like, but you gave her 3 strikes. See, that's my limit. I do things in threes. I do things in threes based on the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. So if something comes to me in 3, if something is supposed to happen for me, it's in 3s, and I base it off of that. So I prayed over it. I was like, you know what? He said, back away. I prayed over it again. Shana, back away. When I prayed over it this time, I heard she ain't gonna learn her lesson. Go ahead. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, okay, fine. Because even transcript can tell you when I thought about first doing, I said, you know what? Let me think about it overnight. That was me praying.
I was like, she's just doing this for attention. Don't get so upset. There you go.
And what did
I say?
Conversations. Right. And what did I say? I was like, you know what? You're right. I said, let me pray on it. I said, let me pray. Let me sleep on it. And then I'll let you know what. Right. It middle of the night, it came right to me. Said, she ain't gonna learn her lesson. Go ahead. He like, look, you gave her grace twice over. Like it's some people, like I said, some people literally don't believe that meat is greasy. They really don't. They really don't. And I would have thought by everything she just went through that, why would you add extra shit on top of it? Why would you like, you know what? Okay, I'm, you know what? Even if you'd have cussed me out, like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave that bitch alone. I'm not gonna say nothing no more. Cool, great, perfect. And you gonna do whatever. Live, go be living la vida loca over there. You did not have to keep including me. And because you kept including me, this is the result. Yes, I know you are probably looking. No, I don't have eyebrows. That's again.
Because you have chemo, it takes all your hair, right?
I thought it takes everything.
Your body.
Like I said. Okay. Yeah, that's what I said. No, I'm looking at the camera. I was like, damn, I really don't have no eyebrows. I don't have eyebrows or eyelashes. So if I look weird, I'm sorry.
Don't need to apologize.
No, because really nobody sees me other than, you know, my team and my family. I really don't like other people unless I like try to throw on a wig, you know, or something like that. But I ain't feel like doing all that. So thank you, Ansel One. Yeah, God does. I know, and that's who I listen to. Like I said, I gave it. I backed off twice before. And the crazy part about it was nothing that I said, even though, you know, gossip, whatever. It was nothing that, like I said, it was nothing that I said that was untrue, because it wasn't. You ask me something from then, I'm going to give you the same answer, because the truth never changes.
Right.
I don't have to go back and be like, oh, wait, no, I don't have to do that. You know, it really just, I honestly, I'm trying not to cry for a couple of reasons. For one, is because I'm actually showing my face, and I feel my anxiety is kind of like jacking up from that. But on the other hand,
anytime you want to cam up or you want to,
no, it's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. But on the other hand, I really do like feel bad for her, because even when, you know, Detective Chad is his first name. I didn't give his last name, but I gave his badge number, so that should be enough. Even when talking to him, you know, he had to ask me a couple of times, like, you know, you sure? And I'm like, you know what? Yes, I already consulted, but, you know, Jesus already gave me the green light. He was like, okay. He said, because when I present this to the DA's office, they gonna take it, because they already have a bunch of stuff with her. I was like, I know. I said, I wasn't trying to add anything to that, but she just did not learn. I gotta treat her like I treat one of my kids. I literally gotta spank you. Literally, in the adult way. I gotta pop your damn hand for you to learn. And now we at this point. Now this is me taking your damn hand and whacking the shit out of it. Because you don't learn. You don't learn, and it's sad. You don't learn. You need help. You really do need help. You could have been something major. You could have been something, but you are your own worst person. You are your own worst enemy. You live that better than anybody I have ever seen it. I have never seen nobody destroy themselves. You are what the devil look at and be like, I ain't even gotta do nothing. She doing it herself. That's terrible. That you know how after Mission Impossible, when they say this message will self-destruct in 5 minutes, that's her. In 5 seconds, that's her. I have never come across, thank you, y'all appreciate it. I have never come across anybody like that. I have never come across, and that's another thing. That's another thing. With everybody else, I'm not in no script. I'm a real person. I'm not in no, oh well, no. I'm a real person who is dealing with something that is literally life or death. And you really think I'm finna let you sit here and nag me like a little gnat would do, like you had that little fly buzzing in your fucking ear? No, I'm just gonna swat your ass away and swat you to the ground. I got too much other shit to be dealing with than to worry about you. So now this is where we at. So as soon as I get my info, it probably won't come this week. Well, today Friday. It probably won't. I don't know if I'll hear back because the 4th is coming up. So I don't know.
Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I doubt it's gonna be anytime soon. Even if he go, okay, well, you good to go. That don't mean that I'm gonna know like a court date right then and there, what the DA gonna do right then and there. But I already know as soon as he, he gets it, I'm gonna be the first. He was like, I'm gonna be standing right there as soon as it's done, just so I can call you.
When it will be on the website?
I don't know that neither. I asked him that. He said, when you get assigned a date, that's when it, like if it, if a court date shows up, that's when it pop up and it'll say, what the date is for and stuff like that. But right now it's just me, like I said, this is me pressing those formal charges.
Okay.
Me continuing, me continuing to go forward with the DA's office and with my attorney.
Okay.
Like I said,
so
I don't like it.
Look at the date. This is a screenshot.
No. That's the date it was approved. I sent the report on the 17th.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I sent the report on the 17th when initially it was said. When another threat popped up. I did on the 17th.
Okay. So on the 21st it got approved. Okay.
As a matter of fact, if you looking at PDF attachment I sent you, it's literally in the attachment, like the actual date that it was filed. Yeah, like the actual date that it was filed. Like stuff is, bleeded out, but you can see the actual date that, it went, that I actually filed it. The 21st was just the day that I got assigned the case number and the detective got assigned to it. So it hasn't been long, but again, it's not something I'm just going to stop the brakes on. I can't anymore. Mm-hmm. I really can't. I'm tired. I really am tired. I am so tired. I live off a diet of ice chips and lemon heads because everything else makes me fucking sick. Mm-hmm. Hell, transcript. No, I was crying earlier because I had an actual taste for some turkey and
you had some taste for some turkey.
Right.
All you had was ham.
Yeah, it was only ham in the refrigerator, right? Like, no, and I had a whole nervous breakdown. I was like, I just want turkey. And I'm looking at the ham and I'm just like, nope. That's the stuff that I have to deal with. I got to look at my smaller babies like, Mommy, why your hair coming out? Mommy, why you keep throwing up? I'm leaned over the toilet. My smallest baby coming in there to rub my back. Cause she's scared that her mama ain't gonna wake up. She didn't see my nose bleeding, blood coming out my mouth, and she's terrified that I'm not gonna wake up. And you really think I'm gonna deal with your shit? I'm not dealing with that. I stepped away twice before. I'm not stepping away again because you don't learn. You don't learn. And my oldest, she just let me go back there, Mama. I'm grown. I'm an adult. I'm over 21. Just let me go back. And I'm like, it's not that serious. She like, yes, it is. She's like, my mama is sick. Hell, I don't even know if this is gonna be one of the last times a video of me is ever made. That's how drastic my shit is. Again, I have met to the lung.
This is not gonna
be I said, I have met to the lung. If nobody knows what Mets mean, that means metastatic. I have met to the lung. I can go to sleep. After this video and not wake up. And this is the last thing that's the shit I have to, that's what goes through my head every single day. That when I go to sleep, it's a chance that it's a higher chance than anybody else that I might not wake up because of everything that's going on in my body. Trying to heal it, I'm killing it at the same time. And you really think I'm gonna sit here and deal with her? You really think I'm gonna sit here and deal with you? Because I know somebody gonna play this shit back. You really think, Jacqueline, that I'm gonna deal with you? You've never had to deal with nothing like this. You've lied about every illness you've ever had in your life. You literally just lied about
your girlfriend doing it.
She lied earlier about, oh, it was a knife that went through my hand, and they did an x-ray to look at nerves and tendons. You don't look at nerves and tendons with an x-ray. You do that with an MRI machine, or you get a CT scan with contrast. It's like you lie like you breathe. It's just natural. You just lie. You just lie.
Is it okay if I show the top of the report, the PDF?
Huh?
Is it okay if I show the top of the PDF?
Oh yeah, you can show. Yeah, as long as none of my y'all can say yeah, my address. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, you started it on the 17th, and then
I told you 17. Yeah.
And then the other emails you said was approved the 21st.
Yeah. All that information is what they, have, like the tracking number, the incident, everything like that, all of that. And then the person that was approved by was actually, it wasn't Detective Chad, it was somebody else. But
it was another detective. I didn't want them people bothering them.
Yeah. But
I'm
no,
sure somebody is going to call Detective Chad.
I mean, again, I gave his badge number, but even if you do call, he's not giving you no information about me because you're not me. So you ain't gonna get nothing out of them. But if you scroll to the bottom, you don't have to show it, but if you scroll to the bottom, you will see like what I actually said, like what I typed out. And it basically said, this has been carrying on since February. It hasn't stopped. She was sent to cease and desist. And bam, I'm pretty sure that's why it was like, okay.
Yeah.
They probably toggled back with my name and birthday and everything. It was like, oh, wait a minute. And went back. It was like, oh, okay, we do see. So it's, it like I said, it's just,
if you and I want to play the video where she first said your name and what she was going to do, and that's what made you make the report. But in the meantime, can you tell everybody, because I know some people are thinking about this, you had said that you were filing charges because she threatened your children. What happened with that incident?
That's still being considered. That was something else that I had actually pulled back from. I had stepped away from that because we were gone. Mm-hmm. Like I said, we had left Dallas, so I was like, you know what? But now, nope.
So are they going to put some charges on that? Is that going to be a separate charge?
It's going to be a totally different charge, and it's going to be a different number. So it won't even be the same case number. So once that one goes through the channels, like the previous report had to do, that'll be assigned a totally different case number. So it'll be, like I said, it'll be the same 6 digits and then 2023, which is this year. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's not going to be on the same case. That gets its own case number. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm
See, like everybody. Oh, I told y'all stuff be happening around the holidays. I'm gonna tell y'all. And but she's been. I'm not excusing her behavior, but it really pains me for the stuff that she says about you, and then like to come into comments and stuff, and talk about you as well. I'm trying to find.
That's why I'm like, ma'am, really? ma'am, really? Like, you already know people, like, nobody in Dallas messes with you. That's why you can't even go to the comedy spot and go sing up on a stage, because you a liability. And you just want to keep this, you want to keep this going. Like, you really want to keep this going. So that's why I'm like, nope, forget it. Mm-mm. 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 Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to. Okay. So this thing is slow today.
You said what?
I said this. My internet is slow today. And
Oh,
I got the Xfinity.
it might be that heat down there. You know, it's
Yeah, that's true.
chat. Whew, girl. It's hot where I'm at too. Don't feel bad.
Wait, I just had. Mm.
Did you find it, or you still
Yeah,
looking
no,
for
I found it, and then I must have clicked something wrong.
it?
Tell me, it's just human error today.
Oh God, I hate drinking
But
water,
I was
but
gonna say, since Jaguar left, she is always not only your name has been mentioned, but other people that were mentioning that
right.
she was beefing with before she got arrested this last time. It's like, are you trying to recapture what you had before? Like,
I don't
everybody has
right,
moved on. Goomba has moved on. Fifi moved on. Your mama
right.
moved on. Your Sam Jr. moved on. Everybody moved. You moved on. Everybody moved on. Now you're saying everybody's name again, and it's like you're acting like a victim when they respond to you. You just want them to be quiet. Like,
Right.
I don't understand it.
Right.
Like, seriously.
It's like you really, really, like, you for real, for real. Like, oh, okay, okay, all right,
All right, I found it.
okay.
Okay, so this is a video. This was from the official campaign from 13 days ago. This is where's the date? June 17th. Okay, this is why Shana made the report, and so let me do this because I'm a content creator. But this is for use. This video is presented on the U.S. Copyright Act of 1976. Okay, so let me make it bigger. So Jaguar, the title of the video is called Jaguar Wright arrested for insufficient bond, not FTA, Genesis, an alleged victim lying. Okay. So I think this is the part where she started talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna mute myself. Actually, both of us probably need to mute
Mhm.
and play the video.
And he's screaming at the top of her lungs, losing her mind. Friend,
Yeah.
you remember the night we was on the phone and Granny, ah! And she started screaming?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's 64 years old, Granny is. You don't want to go to Lou Sterrett, Ma.
Oh yeah, that lady. Oh my goodness.
Sorry, I had to go back a few minutes.
Misdemeanors online. It's all evidence. And Shauna Lewis, who is unfair and she's short with no hair, just like George Jefferson. That woman is obsessed with me. And see, this is the thing. No one threatened her children. I told her, you need to stay out of my business before I get into yours. What, you think your family can't be found? You think people can't come and take pictures of you and your family? You think people can't pull up on you where you live while you sitting here threatening to pull up everywhere I live, and you gonna get the boys from Singing Hills, you know what I mean, to come and do me because I'm not supposed to be in Texas? Like, she had been threatening me for weeks online. But then I respond in kind. And now all of a sudden you a victim and you run into the cops. So I got a little message for Shauna Lewis, who I have no doubt is lurking in the bushes. Ho, you just admitted to perpetrating a false crime, which means whatever you reported to the police, you reported a false crime, which means your ass can be charged because it's against the law to report a false crime. But thank you for showing your ugly ass face. And thank you for being old and raggedy and busted because women your age and loose steroid don't do well. You remember when I was in there, King, and we was on the phone, and you heard Granny screaming at the top of her lungs, losing her mind. Friend,
Yeah.
you remember the night we was on the phone and Granny, ah! And she started screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's 64 years old. Granny is. You don't want to go to loose steroid, Ma.
Oh yeah, that lady. Oh my goodness, that was a mess. The cellmate. Oh my goodness. I was like,
Yeah,
you
Granny.
talking about when?
Oh my God, because you asked me, you said, are they killing her? I said, no, they won't leave her alone because she finally got some commissary. Because I blessed Granny. You know what I mean? I would always get in line with Granny and whatever Granny wanted, and I buy for her. I shared my commissary. You know, for me, most of the stuff that I bought when I made store, it wasn't even for me. It's just commissary is currency on the floor. And because I wasn't out and had money, I always pay tithes. And of course, there's nowhere for me to leave a tithe envelope in jail. So instead, 10% of whatever I had, I gave it to whoever was indigent. And Granny was indigent, you know. So and you heard it because they came and stole her bag of chips. She was so mad they stole.
How does she threaten somebody and then at the same time tell us how 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 giving she is?
Right.
Like, make it make sense to me.
Right.
Let me say this. Karen, my grandma. I don't know who you are. Uh, but Sharon Lewis has been doing that for months now. And by the way, I ain't never seen you in my chat before.
Lord
You go
Jesus.
over there, go find Jaguar and tell her go live her life and stop saying Sharon Lewis and all these other people's names in her mouth and get on with her life. Because every time Jaguar has been back, she has been going on her friends' platforms and other friends' platforms and saying Sharon Lewis and everybody else content creator name. What do y'all want folks to do when they're being attacked? She went to go sit down like y'all said. Oh, I want Sharon Lewis to go to get off YouTube. She did that for 2 fucking months. Y'all was still saying her name. You still saying her name. Dad was over there, or her teacher was in the chat the other day. Saying, "Oh, I think Mama Lewis is really Sharon Lewis. Mama Lisa is really Sharon Lewis." And she want to talk about defamation. That is defamation. You wanted a response. Just like you said, Fifi, I want my $40. That girl is ratchet. I like her though. She's entertaining, but she's ratchet. So now she making videos about you. Guess what? Now you can keep on talking about her. Goombas disappeared, but then the one time you got him on the phone, you done recorded his video. Boy, recorded him. He was actually right about you. Oh, you put your recording device on. Good, you did. Now you're coming at the income and Dane Robinson and Trees. You know why? Because they don't take your shit. They know that you're lying. They actually hold you accountable.
And that's what I'm doing now.
Over here because they don't drop the link. And you actually went to Dane Robinson's chat today, threatened her in her own damn chat. And what really against me, you're threatening a cancer patient. But you're supposed to be an advocate for women, right? What about in the WCW? Oh, but it's just anybody that just disagrees with you, they automatically your opposite, your enemy. So, but then night and day say, "Oh, it's just words." Really? It's just words. I know the Bible said that a tongue is like a sword, right? We do have freedom of speech, but you know, YouTube do got community guidelines. I just Jag.
It's funny. Like, is she talking about somebody my age? I'm younger than you, ma'am. I mean, only by a couple of years, but I'm younger than you. So why wouldn't I do okay in loose stare? First of all, you know what? She right. I wouldn't do good in loose stare because you know why? I'm not a criminal. So no, I'm not a criminal. So no, I'm not talking about people that end up getting falsely convicted. I'm talking about when you willingly do the shit that she's been doing. You willingly participate in illegal and criminal activity, and then you go to jail where you belong, where they have to watch your ass like you are a toddler because you don't know how to control yourself on the street. So no, she's right about that. I wouldn't do right in jail because that's not my character.
Even Triple D talked about her behavior in the Bossier City Parish. That she was acting up over there.
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because
by the way, she's also threatening the lady from the sober living house. I'm like, I'm gonna call the state on her. What?
Like, yeah.
Why are you being such a Karen?
That's crazy.
You're weaponizing the judicial system, the government against other people. But every time you do that, it boomerangs and you're the one who ends up in trouble. Why can't you see that?
The trial attorney and the trial judge that's presiding over Jag's case, like the one she got coming up, whatever, this is the stuff that they, have been notified of. Because that was like the first thing that Detective Chad told me. He was like, well, I need to get this over to the presiding judge or whatever to let them know that this also now is going on. So it ain't like, it don't just stop with one person. Like, they'll all know, and they'll all be like, okay, well, they'll be like, okay, well, here's the proof. Like, this is what she was saying, and it's a valid claim. Here's a proof. So, I mean, I know some you said something earlier, which I wanted to touch on a second. You said something about a safe space. Right. I'm not gonna go and talk on other people's and stuff like that. I learned my lesson. So that's what happens when you learn your lesson, you don't do it again. When you're an adult and you mess up and you learn your lesson, you like, okay, I'm not gonna do that no more. I'm gonna stay away from that.
Okay. Can I play the second video now I'm gonna say this. I have seen other videos of hers where she says your name. It was one she said something about, Shannon Lewis was stalking me, and I'm gonna stalk, so I started stalking her. And I'm like, I can't believe you said that on YouTube. And so some of y'all don't remember, but some of y'all do remember when Shannon was on what, Sugar Love, and then Jack.
Oh yeah.
And then didn't Jack come up and then threaten your kids then? And then
That's
there are people now who still saying, she never did that. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yes, she did. That's when she was licking the knife and telling me that I was gonna watch my kids take their last breath, and then she was gonna wrap me up in duct tape and throw me in a trunk, and she was saying all kinds of shit. She was gonna stick that knife in my kids so I can watch them bleed out. Yeah, she said some wild shit, and then she went back on the next day and said some more wild shit, and I'm like, damn, like, bro, like, it's not like, okay, wow, okay. Like,
I know it's probably some of y'all thinking like, if Jack told me that I need to get off the internet. Okay, she did that.
Right.
But she's still getting talked about.
Right.
So what's the other choice? And then some of y'all are still like today. I was really angry because I heard that same girl get up there, hyping up how much she loves Jag. How Jag is being so wrong by other people. And like I'm just like, dang, you fans for real. Which I think TJ is too.
I don't know how anybody could support somebody like her. Especially somebody
it's a
who
sober living house, but they also you can go there to be safe and everything. And this is the thing. She was saying the lady's director's name online. She said it again the other night. Then remember that time, y'all? She was also saying, "Oh, the ladies in the house, I was cleaning up," and she started saying women's names. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
that's not the real name she's talking about.
That's
I'm
dangerous.
Like, wait a minute, like. It's like
you
everything out of her mouth is okay, but everything out of everybody else's mouth is not.
But this the crazy. But this the crazy thing. This the crazy thing. Transcript. You would think that somebody who claims they've been in a severely domestic violence situation, that so they understand they should be able to empathize with somebody having that fear and not want to be found or whatever. So why would you out other people when you know yourself what it feels like to have your very life threatened? And this person has the means. They've beaten you to within an inch of your life before, and you know they can do it. And you put other people in danger. Like, that's why I was like, come on now. What? Come on.
You know what, Eva? I got time now, but I got other stuff I want to do outside of Jaguar. And I'm just like, because right now she's also rewriting narratives. She's saying, Shana, she's saying you stalked her. She's saying, she's describing how Goomba went and put gasoline in a water bottle to burn up her car on the highway. Then she said it was in the news.
Right. I was gonna say, wait, hold on. Let's not forget. She said I blew up her car too.
Oh yeah, you work for Rock Nation.
Right. I worked for Rock Nation, and I was working with not Rock Nation. I was working with Rock Nation and King World, and they got me to go blow up her car. That's why I'm like,
and then she gets interviewed by King World the day before yesterday. Like, how?
And then they saw the video.
Queen World for like months now.
They have the videos when she called. They have the videos when she called the police station on Instagram. And she was saying my name. They was like, okay, you would think she would delete this stuff. Like, this is evidence. They already.
And then this one right here, I'm gonna this is Section 107 on U.S. Copyright Act. You know, I'll put the whole link to both the official campaign videos. And like I said before, I support official campaign. I don't like Jag. I don't support Jag. And please don't throw that $50 back in my fucking face. That was for her mama to have a nice place to sleep at night.
Right.
And if you keep asking Fifi for her $40, I want my $50 back, Jag. Because I doubt your mama got it.
That right there. Exactly.
I think somebody spent that at the casino. That's what I think. But okay, let's both of us go mute so we can play it.
Destroyer who just robbed this woman yesterday, who's stealing her money still, who we now have confirmed evidence that she is the one that had the car repoed. That now it's confirmed because she had access to the hotel app that we were using, so she knew where we were at every time. This woman is a stalker, and she's disgusting. Now, she was broken up with very publicly online. Stop calling my woman in the middle of the night, ho, because that's my woman now. I don't know what she was to you other than a meal ticket, considering that you're not even really gay, and I have you recorded saying that you're not gay. Gay for the stay asshole, so you couldn't, your baby daddy go to jail, you marry an African nigga for money, and then you can't make that work, so then you go and find the first lesbian that felt sorry for your children, and you ain't even gay. Happy Pride, Naisha. Fake gay.
Happy Pride Month, When. How you guys enjoying your Pride?
I mean, for the most part, we've been having a blast. We've been having a blast. But if y'all really want to be mad at somebody, be mad at the mastermind behind it all. The only thing she did was send a woman that she was supposed to love away, unhappy, to be with a woman who makes her happy. Stop saying I violated you. All I did was take what you put down. That's it. And I'm going to level that up just like I leveled everything else up I touch. See? You was plotting on some coins, and now I got the girl and the bag.
Man.
I'll let TJ speak for herself, honey. Here.
Hey.
Can't make that work, so then you go and find auto-tune on everybody. He said, you don't use auto-tune? I said, destroy people, defame their character when they don't do.
Longer.
Believe allegedly.
I know that's right.
Sorry, I went too far. I found it.
I was watching Sean's video earlier, and it came to my attention that this whole thing may have been a setup. How did you feel when you found that out?
Doesn't matter anymore.
I know, right? Because love wins.
It doesn't matter anymore. Whatever.
Your hair is cute.
Naisha. Huh?
Your hair is cute.
Thank you.
Yes,
Perfect Vision in Pleasant Run in DeSoto, not to be confused with Legends. This is Big L.
I know that's right. He did that. Okay, I'm here. That's cute.
Don't forget to check out my boy Big L and the boys over at Perfect Vision at Meadows Parkway in Pleasant Run. Yeah, you know Els had to get me right. He can't wait to get his hands back on Sam's head because he's been cutting Sam's hair since 2016.
I know that's right. Have you talked to Sam lately?
I'd rather not say.
Yeah, because they don't need to be all in your business. Period. I love that haircut. That haircut is everything.
I thought everything was
period. So how's everything going with you and TJ? How's the love blossoming?
It's growing. It's a challenge every day. I'm watching Beloved go through everything I went through 3 years ago when my Instagram page got infiltrated and turned into YouTube content for the world and for the masses. But she wasn't a public figure to start. So this has all been very jarring, and there's ups and downs and all arounds.
And then also,
but she's getting the hang of
losing
it.
stuff too, like how you lost things when you and Goomba separated. I said,
Yeah, well, I mean, she didn't lose anything. She's been robbed.
Well, Goomba's robbing you. I mean, he was taking your money out your bank account as well.
That part. That's the one thing I can say about me and Teach. We have so much in common. Like, we were both in relationships, committed relationships, where we were betrayed constantly behind our back and in front of our face. And then because we're forced out into the light, which was not our choice, we had to deal with, you know, YouTube opinions about things that they really don't know nothing about. And then half of the stuff that they're getting is all just vada vitriol and just utter outright lies. Like I had to, you know, issue a warning to Danny Robertson today. That last live that she did talking about what my mama want and where my mama want to be and how she.
Shout out to Danny Robertson. I will put that in the chat too. So I was in the chat. I was in the Danny Robertson chat because I was coming from the endocrinologist and I was getting my prescription. Okay. Okay. So you see how it says TJ on her screen. So she's using TJ phone. So when she goes into Danny Robertson, she's under T and J. And she was saying all kinds of stuff and threatening and everything. And I was like, how you come to somebody chat and threaten them? Because they're giving commentary on a video where you were interviewed and was talking about your own mother, who, by the way, you said had bad spending habits. That your mother wants to be with you. And I'm like, wait a minute. Ma'am, you out on bond, number one. Your mama had a really nice birthday. Her hair was fixed. Unlike the time you lied to us and told us your mama you just did your mama hair. And when next time I saw your mama online, her hair was not fixed. I was like, no, let me let her play this because I was really upset. Like, how you gonna go upset and then threaten them?
She believes that my mom don't know, but she don't think that my mom need to know I'm out of jail. Fuck you, Danny. You lied. You don't know my mama. You might talk to my sister, but she's a whole fucking crackhead. For real. Now, y'all like to make jokes about me and y'all like to talk about it, but there's a few things I don't play about. I don't play about the people that I actually love. So you have until 10 p.m. tonight, Danny Robertson, to remove that piece of slanderous defamation, or I will be striking your channel for every video that you've published lies in. See, I know you're one of Tree's minions, just like Incoming Opinion. Just like I also believe, allegedly, so-called Mama Lisa ain't nothing but Shana Lewis.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I heard that too.
You're all a bunch of frauds.
Shana Lewis.
You're all, yes, I have it on good authority.
She filed another police report online yesterday. You see that? She filed a whole other police report online. Shana, you ain't even seen her again. Shana Lewis.
Yeah, I know, because she's been allegedly posing as Mama Lisa, which is why ain't none of these hoes camming up. So let me let all of you Trees follow.
Okay, well, Shana has cammed up. So, and I don't know who you say on good authority.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I want to. Yes, I want to know who the good authority is. I want to know who the good authority is that lied to her and told her that I'm this person, because I want them to actually stand face to face, face to face. And so I can be like, why did you lie and tell them that that's who I am? Because that's not me. Like yes, and she is a demon, and you can literally see it in her face. It's not in her face, her eyes. Her eyes are completely soulless. They are as black, and she love to go around and want to be talking about she gonna pray for somebody and all that. She needs to stop doing that.
Prayers from her, no.
Exactly. She needs to stop doing that, because God don't like to be mocked.
No.
God ain't gonna be mocked.
I learned from many prayer at church or whoever, you can't have everybody pray over you.
Nope. And that is she is one person I rebuke her in the name of, I rebuke everything about her in the name of Jesus. Don't
I think she had prayed for somebody, and then I did a counter prayer because I was scared about the person she was praying for.
Yeah.
Lord, please don't let that, whatever she said.
Yeah, but her to just, and then you had that person come into my chat. Oh, let me address that too.
How you gonna put that in the chat?
Just because I said I have mets to the lung, I didn't say I was terminal. I don't have a terminal diagnosis.
You said 3B, right? You said 3A or something? You
were
stage 3A?
No, when I was first diagnosed in November 2021, I was diagnosed at a stage 2A. I am now at 3B.
3B, okay.
But with mets of the lung. But like I said, I'm not terminal. So they didn't, like I said, they didn't tell me, oh, you got 18 months to live. No, I'm not terminal. I still have options. Like I said, I still have immunotherapies that I can do. Hopefully I don't have to go that route. I can just go ahead and, finish out.
It went from your breast to your lungs?
Yeah. That's what mets means metastatic. So, and when you are a metastatic cancer patient, that changes the dynamic of your care. That changes medication. That changes scheduling. That change. I mean, because not only are they looking at the tumor that is the tumors that are in your breast, they have to measure those nodules in addition to the nodule that was found on the left lobe of my lung. So they, and that has to, like I said, I'm literally on the worst chemo drug. One of the worst you can be on. It's called doxorubicin. They call it the red devil. And when I tell you it's the red devil for real, like doxorubicin is, oh God, oh, And then again, your chemo depends too on if you are HER2 positive or negative. That's their estrogen receptor, how your estrogen receptors are. So it's a whole blood panel that you have to get ran before a chemo oncologist assigns you chemotherapy. It's not like they can say, oh, she got breast cancer, we're gonna give her this. No, that's not how that works. Or, oh, he has prostate cancer, we're gonna give her that. No, that's not how that works. Because sometimes you don't have to have chemotherapy. You can have radiation therapy, and radiation therapy which is targeted, it can shrink the tumor enough to where they can go and remove it. Now, my breath, like I said, the scars I was gonna show y'all still might show up to you, they under my arm. My cancer ended up spreading to my lymph nodes and then went to my lung. So I had to have my lymph nodes taken out. So, and because of that, as a side effect of me having my lymph nodes taken out, I can no longer get IVs above the crook of my elbow because I don't have a proper lymphatic system to drain that fluid now. That fluid can actually build up like in my tissues. It can kill me. And that's for the rest of my life. They can't replace that. So if I say, like, let's say I go into the ER just because I'm not feeling well and they don't want to access my port, because accessing your port is a sterile procedure. That's not something they just do willy-nilly. No, they have to be gloved up and covered from head to toe. It's 2 sets of gloves they have to wear. And then, you have needle gauges that go into your port. And so my port is a 19 and a quarter inch needle. I know a lot of people don't know what that means, but a port is the best thing in the world to have because I don't have to worry about getting the IV. But let's say, God forbid, let's say I was in a car wreck and, they go through my wallet or whatever, and they they can look at my chest and see that I have a port because I have 2 port scars. So I had a port on my right side and that was on my left. So they'll look at my chest, and any, ER doc, emergency room nurse, they'll be able to tell, oh, it looks like she might have a port. So then they'll, be able to palpate and see like, okay, she has a port. Now, if they don't have time to access it, they know that the only way they can get an IV on me, it has to be like on my forearm, my hand. It can't be above my elbow. They wouldn't be able to do so because they, like I said, those fluids and things can kill me. If it backs, I don't have a drainage system to, filter out those fluids. So that can kill me. So I can't, so now for the rest of my life, I can't get like IVs like above my elbow. I have to go, oh, you got to stick it in my forearm or my hand. Hopefully when this is over, I get to, like I said, I get to keep my port in because it's accessible to have. It's just, when they put 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, literally like 1 second, boop, it's in there. You don't even feel it. It's just boop, and it's right in there. And you get everything you need. But you know, if like my port has recently been used for chemo, so they won't, a lot of doctors won't run like medications through. Let's say if I need to go in and I need pain medicine, they won't run like Dilaudid or fentanyl through it because it was recently used for chemotherapy, and they don't want to, you know, like what happened to my last port. My last port ended up, I ended up getting an infection because a doctor ran pain medication, ran Dilaudid through my port without asking me if it was being used for chemo. I ended up going septic. Yeah, I ended up going septic. I went in septic shock. Well, I didn't go to septic shock, but I went septic. Every day my temperature was over like 108, dude, like no, not 100. When I went to surgery, my temperature was like 107, 108. Every day my temp was at like 104, 105, and they couldn't figure out why. So I had to go to interventional radiology, which is where they do, where they place in your port. And, you know, I had to get another procedure done, but the technician there happened to look at my port and was like, did y'all see how that like bacteria? So, you know, they ran my blood, and the next day I was in ICU, and they were like, you septic, you got to have surgery. And I'm like, well, what'll cure me? They said, we got to take your port out. So they took out the port on my right side and put one in my left. So those are like the common spots to get your port, like the upper chest area, because it's out of the way. It's not like in your stomach or, you know, your groin area, whatever. It's, you know, it's easy to get to a spot up here versus, you know, your abdomen or your groin or whatever. But those are like the common spots. But yeah, girl, I told you, going through cancer ain't no joke, baby. It's a lot of stuff that can go wrong with you. If somebody's accessing your port and they breathe into it and they have a cold or something, that can kill you. That can kill you, because that's an open, like I said, it's an open vessel is accessing its veins, so it's going to every part in your body. Like, yeah, you have to really be careful with this stuff, like seriously. And then when I go in, I have to tell them I'm a current, you know, chemo patient. Automatically I'm in isolation because I'm on current chemo. I'm masked up. I'm put into a separate room to be triaged. If they don't have any space outside in the waiting room, they won't leave me to sit in the waiting room. I would have to go, you know, into a different area because my immune system is shot to shit. I'm what you call immunocompromised. Like I said,
so you didn't get the COVID-19 shot?
Huh?
So you couldn't get the COVID-19 shot?
No, because I'm immunocompromised.
Okay.
Yeah. I have gotten COVID 3 times though. Yeah, I've gotten COVID 3 times. I didn't get it bad. That was the good thing. The only,
you know what? Out of all my friends, I was like, well, my other fellow teachers, I kept getting checked. I thought I had COVID. I didn't have COVID.
Yep.
And then I got a virus like in November. It wasn't COVID. It was just a virus.
That probably was COVID. That might have been COVID.
I was wondering about that. You know, there's always different like mutations.
Yeah.
But then in March, I actually did get COVID.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, I didn't get it bad. I knew I had COVID because I was coughing up like this funky, thick phlegm. It was like this dark greenish colored phlegm. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? And I finally went, you know, to talk to my PCP, and he's like, have you been tested for COVID recently? And I'm like, no. So yeah. Like I said, yeah.
Come on, I need to go get tested. I took a home test and everything.
Huh?
And I was just like, and then look, when I thought I had COVID, I didn't have COVID.
Oh, I'm sorry.
When I finally got COVID, I thought, I just got a cold or something.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't get it bad. I was like, what? Like I said, yeah, I didn't get it bad, thank God. But, you know, when I did get it, you know, I had to be on the COVID floor. And I hated being up there. Like I was only in the hospital for pain control. And that's another thing that happens when you are on chemo. You get pain and you just can't deal with it. Like I do take daily pain medication. I'm on, you know, high dose pain medicine. So I'm on some pretty strong stuff. because you get pain that you didn't even know you can get pain. And then sometimes your pills don't cover it. Like you'll take your pill and you're supposed to take another one every 4 to 6 hours. You when you have what you call a bad pain day, you have to double up. Those are the days they tell you just come into the hospital. So, and when you come to the hospital, just tell them, okay, well, listen, I'm on, this is what I take. I can't control my pain. I get put in the hospital for 2 or 3 days just for pain control. And that's just them, cycling Dilaudid or fentanyl through my IV because I'm allergic to morphine. So, Dilaudid like that, I get, yeah. And normally when you are a chemo patient or someone who has been through cancer, even if you are in remission, your pain tolerance is now different from everybody else's. So they don't immediately give a chemo patient or someone who has dealt with cancer something like low, as they call it, low tier, like morphine. They'll go straight to Dilaudid. They'll be like, can you take a half a milligram of Dilaudid? Like, okay, cool. Or they'll go to fentanyl. They'll start you off with 50, 75 mics of fentanyl. And then, like I said, I'm telling you, it's rough. Like, I take, for my nausea, I can't take Zofran because it doesn't work. Promethazine makes me dizzy. Like I get dizzy and I'm walking in the walls and stuff, but that's the only thing that kind of helps with, like I said, that kind of helps with my nausea. Mm-hmm. It's just, they see, like she said, well, you ever chemo? Yeah. Old scars come back. Like chemo changes your entire body from head to toe. Your entire body is different. The moment that because people keep forgetting, yes, chemo is there to kill off the bad cells from replicating, but they kill off the good stuff too. It literally is a drug that is made to kill. It kills everything. It don't just go for the bad cells. No, it hits everything. I told you I developed something called avascular necrosis. I had to get my hip replaced in November. When you on chemo and you take steroids, it literally has rotted out my joints. I had to get my hip replaced. It rotted out my hip joint. My hip, I stood up one day, I kid you not, I stood up one day, transcript, and my hip literally just broke. I just fell to the ground and I could not stand up. And my left foot was turned completely inward. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? So I'm trying to, go to the hospital. And when I called the ambulance, I told them I couldn't work. The paramedic was like, did you break your hip? And I'm like, no. I said, it hurt like fuck, but no. And as soon as they did, the ER doctor came in. He said, your hip look broke. I was like, They did an x-ray. I got a CT scan. Next thing I know, they was admitting me to the orthopedic floor and was like, you need a hip replacement. I was like, when? They said, now. I was like, oh, okay. They said your hip is broken. I was like, oh, okay. But that's just some stuff. Like I said, your whole entire life changes when you're on chemo. Like when you are on it and when, you're fortunate enough to be off of and away from it. At that moment, like when that first dose gets into your body, it literally, your whole composition changes. That's why it hurt me. And I was in tears the other day when Jag came up and was like, oh, she lost her teeth through chemo. I literally don't have any teeth. Because I'm on chemo, because it weakened my gum line to the point where no matter how much I brushed, floss, anything, I would get cavities and they would go all the way into the nerve root within like a week or two. And I couldn't take the pain. So my oncologist was like, okay, your teeth got to come out. So I had to go to the dentist. They had to do it. Yeah, they did it in quadrants. They did my teeth in quadrants. Every week I was going at one quadrant, one this one, that one, that one, that one. Yeah.
Can you get some new teeth with insurance?
I can get them, but not right now because I get mouth sores. Like right now, I have an active infection of mouth sores. Okay. So, and if I were to get dentures or whatever, the mouth sores would get worse. Plus, they don't recommend that you get dentures anyway because that drug still pumping through you can actually come through those dentures or veneers or whatever. Like people go out and get dentures while they on chemo. Yeah, they'll take them out and they'll clean them, but they'll weaken them because that's still going through their system. So I'm just waiting until it's over. And, like I said, yeah. So yeah, if TJ was really sick, the C line would have worked, but nope, y'all kept switching. Well, I don't have to switch up my diagnosis. I have what I have,
Somebody asked a question: how many years have you been fighting the big C?
If I don't go into remission after my next 3 cycles, then November of this year will be 2 years. I was first diagnosed in November of 2021 with and normally when you have inductal carcinoma, basically I had cancer in my milk ducts, and this came from me breastfeeding all my kids, because they told you you breastfeed your kids, that lowers your risk for breast cancer. Obviously that didn't work for me because I ended up getting it. So my tumors spread pretty quickly. They were able to, like I said, I had to get my lymph nodes taken out. So right now I'm on, I don't know about care for patients with chemo. Yeah, it is brutal. It is. It's not, this is not fun. That's why transcript, I was crying earlier because I actually was craving the turkey, because that was when, see, a chemo patient is like a pregnant woman. When we crave something, that means it's going to stay down. That's less risk of me. That's less risk of me throwing it up in 5 minutes and now I've wasted food. That's why when I was like, oh, I really want turkey. If I had turkey, I could have went down there and made me a few turkey sandwiches. Life would have been great. It would have sat on my stomach. But the fact that it was ham in it, that's why I broke down and was crying, because I'm like, I can't eat the ham. So I was like, it's like you can, it literally is like you can just taste it. Like, I can't drink dark sodas. I love Pepsi, Coke, Dr. Pepper. Had to cut that out. I had to cut that out when I started chemo. Oh yeah.
Sprite?
You gotta cut that out. Oh, you gotta cut that out. Oh, baby.
Sprite or something up?
You can, but it has to be watered down. You can't have a lot of like high fructose stuff and a lot of things with carbonation.
So cream soda or root beer?
Nope. It's like I said, especially dark sodas. Those are like the worst for people that's on chemotherapy. Some people will still, like, every once in a while, I get a can of Coke because I'm just really craving it. I pay for it within like 2 hours. I'm sick within like 2 hours. Oh, damn. Yes. It's all coming right back out. And now I'm on the floor cramping up, just like, oh, why did I do that? Like coffee, it's hard to drink coffee when you are on chemo. It's so many, and it's not like it's specific. I mean, it's not like it's tailored. It's literally specific to that person, because somebody might be able to eat pizza. I can't eat pizza. Somebody might be able to, somebody can only tolerate tuna sandwiches. Somebody might be only able to eat spaghetti. Oh, no, ARAB. I actually found out, and it was funny how I found out. You know how when you shave under your arm, you get them little bumps underneath your arm, and you think it's just the ingrown hair that's under your arm? Mine grew and kept growing, and then I kept thinking it was just that little knot under my arm. Maybe I didn't shave. What made me actually go was I was in the shower one day and I was washing, and literally blood came out my nipples. Yes. Oh, wow. That's when it's in a more advanced stage, like mine was. 2A is kind of up there. So when I saw,
so what was the time difference between you noticing under your arm and noticing the blood coming out? I mean
like it was fast, like 3 months. It was fast. It was quick. Oh my cells, that's why they thought I had triple negative breast cancer, because my cells replicated super fast. Again, triple negative breast cancer that's the worst one to have. That's the one a lot of women don't survive. Thankfully, I don't have that.
So would you say that if any woman notices that under her arm, she needs to immediately go get it checked?
I would do breast. That's why breast exams are the best thing, especially if you still get cycles, especially right after the cycle, because you can feel them more. And you know, you lay on your back and you put your you lay on your back, you put your arm up and you go like in a circle. You go from out to in, all the way in a circle, and you feel around. If you won't feel like a couple of things in there, but they'll move, you know it's something to worry about. If you feel a nodule and it stays in place, that's something to worry about. That's a growth.
Oh.
Well, I said
someone asked, what was it? Oh, is it genetic? Do you have women in your family?
Yes. My aunt passed away from breast cancer on my mother's side, but she had gotten breast implants in her 40s, and hers leaked. So they don't know if her getting the breast implants caused her breast cancer or it was the gene, because
was it silicone?
They were silicone. Yeah.
Because I was watching a movie, they were talking about the men who made the first silicone breast implants, and like they were making so much money, but then all of a sudden these women, after so many years, they started getting sick, and they that
was my auntie Jean, my mother's sister, my auntie Jean. That's what happened to her. She got them back in like the 90s. She got them because, like I said, she was in her 40s. You know, her kids was grown. You know, she was doing a new life, so she got implants. She was dead 5 years later.
Oh.
Yeah, she was dead 5 years later. But because I tested positive for the BRCA gene, that means that the women in my family carry the gene. So again, I don't know if my aunt carried it and it skipped my mama and came to me, but now I have to get my daughters checked. My daughters have to get checked for this gene because I have it. Because
what age should they get checked for the gene? Or what age
they can get checked for it now. I mean, it's in their it'll be in their DNA. It's basically it's encoded in your DNA. Like if they tested them, and the trick about the BRCA test, it's not paid for by insurance. You got to pay out of pocket for that.
Oh.
And that test is $3,500. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. My baby sister gets those often. Yeah. I my lymph node. I got cancer in my lymph nodes, unfortunately. But I didn't get breast implants, nothing like that. I just end up getting it. Like it just popped up on me, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm like, breast cancer. I'm like, I just turned 40. Like literally, I'm like, I just turned 40, like last month, and now you telling me I got breast cancer? So yeah, it was. And they did like my oncologist, like they didn't pull no punches. They came right in. You know, everybody was, of course, very sympathetic, very empathetic, and they just told me, like, listen, we don't want you to think it's a death sentence. It's not. You know, you do have an advanced stage. You know, we need to start your, your tests and everything right now. And I remember just sitting I had got admitted to the oncology floor, and I remember just sitting in bed. And the nurse came in and started my IV, and I took my tray and I just slammed it into the wall. I don't know why. I got so pissed off, and I just was like, "What?" And they was like, "That's normal." It's like, you go through those emotions. You basically go through the 5 stages of grief when you find out you have cancer, because immediately you hear cancer, you think, "I'm gonna die." That's the first thing you think of. I'm gonna die, and then it's like, nope. We can help you. We have this. We have that. So I mean, even now they continue to, upgrade treatments and things like that. Like I said, you can get trial tests. You can go to different hospitals and qualify for different like trials for their immunotherapies to see if it works. It's not like a one, it ain't like it's a end all be all to one thing. And then when I get off of chemo, I have to be on a drug called tamoxifen for 7 years. Basically, that is a chemotherapy pill. That's like chemo in a pill, and it replaces hormones and things like that. Tamoxifen is an ugly little drug too, and it's expensive. It's like, you don't find out You think having a baby is like the worst thing to go through, or like getting your gallbladder out is the worst thing. When they tell you got cancer, you run into every doctor, you run into people you didn't even think existed. You like, who are you? You do what? What? It's but that's why it hurt me as bad as it did. Like I said, because again, I'm sitting up here literally with no teeth. And she like, oh, I had cancer. And at first,
and she said, listen what she said. She said, oh, she lost it through the chemo. And then she blamed it on Naisha. So Naisha must have told y'all, no, you just told everybody else in here yourself. Like, but now she got Graves' disease. Or HC2. She said she got Graves' disease. Hey, I'm human first.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Come on, phone.
Oh, it's freezing.
Hello?
Yeah, I can see you now.
Okay, yeah, that's what really got to me. And then I started looking at her like, okay, like I said, transcript, look at me, look at my neck. That's not normal. You see that? You can literally see like the skin of my neck. You see that? Mm-hmm. You can see my veins and everything, like the tendons and stuff in my neck. And I'm not a small girl. Like, I still got, a little bit of weight on me, but that's not something that, it's little things like that. When you are a patient, you look at little stuff like that on other people to be like, okay.
My sister had a thyroidectomy,
mm-hmm.
but I saw her neck, before she had it. And so I'm looking at, and I'm listening to TJ, I'm like, this don't sound right.
Yeah, she talking about she had Graves' disease.
And that's why I ended up asking my endocrinologist question today. He was like, well, if you have nodules on your thyroid, it can emit like a whole bunch of hormone. That can hyperthyroidism, which can lead to a storm. But I said, but does a thyroid storm, do you get thyroid cancer from that? He was like, no. I was just like,
and you probably sitting there like,
he was looking at me too. I think he was trying to be nice about like, oh, the lady's not lying. But he was like, well, he was like trying to, the technical thing for it. And I was like, this sounds
that's
right.
Crazy. That's crazy. That like I said, I constantly have ice chips. That's like, ice chips are like food to me, even though it's no nutrients. So I have to force like vitamins and stuff like that because, like if a pill lodges too long in my throat, my instinct now is to take it back out. My stomach is literally gonna want to eject it out, and so I don't really like I really like going out with my family and stuff like that. Like the last thing we went out, we took the kids to go see The Little Mermaid.
Okay. And we're gonna take them to go see Spider-Verse.
Huh?
You're gonna take them to go see Spider-Verse?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
But my anxiety was so high because it was completely crowded in there. Oh. And and this kids are honest. It's not their fault. They innocent. They honest. It's not their fault. And my head wrap fell off. Mm-hmm. And all you saw was like, my bald head with like, maybe 1 or 2 patches. And, she pointed, she was like, Mommy, that lady ain't got no hair. And it took everything in me to just like not break down right there. I was like, I was just like, oh, I was like, yeah, I am sick. And I said, this is why I don't go out. I was like, see, this is why I don't like leaving the house unless I got to go to treatment or to appointment or something. I don't like going anywhere because
we're going to get you some new raps because I've been looking at these different videos. They got some new raps out here.
And I'm grabbing
like some that are already pre-tied and everything.
I got this one from my very first oncology nurse. She gave it to me, and this thing is almost 2 years old, and I still wear it. I'm like, I'm like, I just throw it on and keep it on, keep keep going. I gotta find me some turkey from somewhere. I'm about to go bug my neighbor and ask for some turkey because I need some turkey. That turkey is sitting on my stomach.
You want me to Uber Eats you some turkey?
Girl, Uber eats me some a turkey sandwich from Subway. I want some turkey. I just want turkey, just turkey, and then I can't eat the full sandwich because I don't have teeth, so I have to take it apart. So I'll eat the meat, and I'll like take the bread and take a little piece of the bread and put like mayo and mustard on and eat it like that. Eventually, I get the whole sandwich down, but I can't just pick it up and just like bite it like a regular sub or whatever. But I gotta get me some turkey for the day over with. I need me some turkey. I'm gonna have to get me some turkey. But I'm gonna go because I'm starting to sweat and overheat.
I want you to go.
It's time for me to take my pain meds and lay down. So, but I thank you again for always giving me a safe space to talk.
You're very welcome.
And I hope
trying to talk you out of it all the way up until we're going live.
I know. And I was like, nope, I'm gonna do it. I was like, nope, nope.
You want to do what? You want to?
This time I was like, This time I was like, nope, I'm doing it because I got to get this out. So when when there's any more when there's any more headway made, in the case, I'll let you know and be like, hey, something popped up or whatever. So, and other people will be able to see it and they'll be like, oh my God. So yeah. But thank you, honey. I love you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. All right. Talk to you later.
All right. Thanks, chat. I appreciate y'all. All right. Bye.
All right. Bye. I need so I can send her some headgear for real. Let me ask her if she has a PO box or if she wants me to give you mine and then I can send it to her. I'm gonna ask her though. But thank you so much, Pixie. Yeah. So, but let me show this last thing. I'm sorry, I forgot to show this last thing. We started talking about questions about her illness. But I wanted to finish this part because she's talking about she's gonna sue everybody, right?
Let me let you in on behind our back and in front of our face. And then because we're forced to know I'm out of jail, fuck folks about me and y'all like to talk already.
Another police report online yesterday. You see that? She filed a whole other police report online. Shana, you ain't even seen her again. Shana Lewis.
Yeah, I know. Because she's been allegedly posing as Mama Lisa, which is why ain't none of these hoes camming up. So let me let all of you trees followers, let me let you in on a little secret. Trees is going to be sued for defamation of character against my father. Everything that she has said about my father, no one in my actual family, my real family, not the crackhead rejects that are online who you haven't bothered to research to see whether or not they even stand up to my G. Like y'all literally letting a bunch of liars, frauds, closeted homosexuals, and just all out deviants sit here and give you bad intel. I'm telling you, it ends today.
Making the same.
I will be talking to members of the Wright family this summer. And they will be going over all of the content about you calling my father a psychopath and saying that he raised me to be a psychopath. See, trees, what I do is I let you collect all the lies. That's what I let all of y'all do. I let you run your mouths. And then once I have over 20 videos of clear defamation. Huh?
Y'all supposed to go to Florida to find your mom, but the car is gone.
Oh, don't worry about that. We good. We all right. We got a ride.
Oh, I know that's right.
We got a ride. When you start speaking on the dead, especially a man as renowned as my father is, There are real life consequences, Trees. There are over 50 videos of you defaming my father's character based on the word of my crackhead sister and my closeted
Now, just to
homosexual
be clear,
ex-husband.
when you
I
talk about
know.
trees, you talking about that rotted root over there?
Huh?
Just to be clear, who is trees? You talking about that rotted root over there?
I love trees.
Yeah. The you know, the fake Madam Cleo. Baby, where's my prop? Where's my prop at? Give me my prop.
The one that be
You
doing
know,
the
I was
reading.
thinking of Trees today.
I'm gonna stop it right there because she goes and finds some type of Jamaican turban to put on and pretend to be Trees, act like she Miss Cleo. See, that's why Trees. But this against me. Jaguar goes on Trees' panel on 3 separate occasions and to get cussed out. But she talk about your daddy, allegedly. And hold on, which video is Trees that she was talking about? How long has she been on this one? Okay. So I'm gonna put Trees link in the chat. I think was this the one that she was talking about? Hold on. Let me see which one she was talking because she was on earlier. Maybe she was talking about Jag on that one. Oh, she started talking about okay. I think this one's it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one in the chat. This is when she started talking about Jaguar. Cause Jaguar being in the bushes. Hey Jag. I know you in the bushes. Let me put this in. Let me put my what's in my color in. Put Trees in here. I'm gonna put all these links in the description too. Get out treezus. I think it was this video. At the 4 hour and 5 minute mark, she started doing her commentary on Jaguar. Okay. But yeah, just hey Messiah Birds. She was busy getting thrown out of a hotel lobby. I was wondering why she was at the hotel. I thought that was like the restaurant inside the hotel. Right, but she got a whole list. She said, income opinion, Dane Robinson, Trees, and Mama Lisa, Shana Lou, who pretended to be Mama Lisa. And I'm like, what the defamation lawsuit? Like, what the? Got some stuff on my. Like, what's going on? Oh, y'all. But thank you so much, Angel Wings, Messiah Birch, and 411. I'm Human First. Encourage NYC. Max Red. Is it Max Red? Pixie Dust 1958 and 411. My 2 newest mods. Thank you, ARAB. I'm sorry about having to time you out because that last question was getting a little too personal, sir. You were asking some ma'am. It was getting very, very technical. It was giving me troll vibes. Okay. Thank you. Sometimes I get carried away. Thank you, Black Anonymous. Thank you, Paid Patience, RN, BSN. Thank you, Fame. Thank you, Eva Musoki. Thank you, Nina the Queen, for coming by as well. Thank you to the people who are in the buses. Thank you, Dr. Blue, for stopping by. Let me see you. Thank you, Karen Grandmom, even though I kind of felt like you was giving me a little troll vibes too. You know, I wish you go take that advice that you put in there for Shana. Go tell Jag that, because she says her name a whole lot more than the other way around. Thank you, Tata P, 1967. Thank you, Dream with Bream. I know how you felt. I hope you come back. Maybe it was very triggering for you. I tried to get her to stop it, but thank you. I said it. I tried to get her to stop, but she was adamant this time. Hey, thank you, Diggable Logic, Queen Umi, Sherry Cooper. Thank you, Lindsay. Let me see who else. See anybody else? Thank you, Fuchil, Chocolate Bay, and thank you, Marsha, so much, and thank you to the people who are going to be part of the replay gang. Please check out the content creators that I put in the chat. The Fisher King Payne, Danny Robertson, treezus. I wonder if she coming to Opinion gonna come on tonight. I don't know. I think she might be working. I should put. Sorry, one of my students. They'll probably be turning their paper in tonight, so you don't know. So I will see somebody, but thank y'all for being very supportive. Those of you in the chat, giving Shana words of encouragement. Thank you for most of the questions. Because she really just wanted to get out. After hearing her name said again, and this time being threatened with being with the suit. It's just like so. But if I get look, TJ top flight security. Every time Jay go over there, she gets cussed out. But she talk about Shadari this time. Now you upset. She was saying worse shit about you, and you still was going over there. Come on. You either want us to talk about you or you don't want us to talk about you. Jag. What was I gonna say? Y'all check out. I think treezus is on a new live right now. So let me put that in the chat because I'll probably be going over there. I think someone else is on. This is on new live that's on right now. And one thing. I don't know. I didn't check it. If Incoming Opinion comes on, I will share that link as well. I think HC2, I'll share his live. I think he was live earlier and some other people. So, but thank y'all so much. I appreciate all of y'all. If you can do anything else for me, I would love you to be a part of my channel, a Zelle, a Cash App, a PayPal. But I need you to do one important thing for me above all else. I need you to hit two things. Hit the like button and share this. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, MySpace, YoSpace, text, email, pigeon, smoke signals. Share this out. All right. Love y'all. Bye.